big revelation for me was the CCTV world, part of everyday life here in London.
I think our fixation with CCTV and our concerns about it are global.
We are being photographed every single day, every imaginable way. Privacy is gone. It's been gone for a really long time.
So when you see CCTV cameras everywhere, particularly those of us who live in the UK, it's just so part of our everyday life that we've stopped caring anymore.
In order to be secure and to be free, you have to give certain things up, and part of that is some privacy.
I wondered if I could use a room for training purposes.
Training purposes?
This is my first day in the counter-terror, working these screens and these little rooms. It's kind of captivating while you're in here, wanting to sit and watch them. I think that less the CCTV on streets that terrifies me and more the kind of devices that we're all using in our own homes. Phones are listening, TVs are listening. That kind of freaks me out slightly. There's one department of the police that they don't let you into. So it was great coming in here and knowing that this is potentially what it maybe looks like. That's him. POS ID.
It's taken quite a while. We built it in Bristol, and then we transported it in bits from Bristol to here, and we put it up. It took about a month to put up, and 3 or 4 days to dress and get all the tech in. I had to design slightly blind because no one will tell you what it actually looks like. Not overly designed, hence the concrete walls, and they're not colourful and not pretty. Functional, high tech. Our police advisor actually came to the set the other day, and I said, "What do you think?" And he gave me a nod and said, "Yeah, this feels right. This is it. The tone is right." That gives an idea of Ben's to call it the mothership, so it stuck.
When I was writing it, I called it that as a shorthand because I wanted it to feel as shiny and as impressive as the Starship Enterprise. It's the heart of their operation. Tom and our whole design team have done an amazing job on Counter-Terrorism Command set.
What's been brilliant on this is that in all the scenes when we've got things to do on a mobile phone or on a computer, we've got special computer programs, which means that we can actually do all the things that we're supposed to be doing in the scene rather than just looking at a phone and pretending, which kind of really helps just sort of like ground you in the world. I'm amazed actually that all of these, every single screen that's on a loop has been, filmed for us. There's a guy that is advising, and he came in and he was like, "Oh, are they live CCTV?" I actually thought that we might be using live CCTV.
The scale for a TV show is huge. As you can see around you, there's over 120 monitors of surveillance in here. The way I've always looked at what goes on a monitor is it is a character within the story. It's visual glue. I like the idea of not knowing who's looking at who, and it's very circular that. You're not sure who to believe, what to believe. It adds to a kind of mystery of that you can play through the whole series.
Ever since George Orwell wrote in 1984, we've had this warning that this is going to happen. Big Brother's going to be watching you.
There are CCTV feeds everywhere. We are constantly being watched, no matter where you are in the world.
We have grown up with CCTV. Possibly the scariest thing is that it's not actually scary anymore.
We're grappling that right now with how much privacy do we want to sacrifice in order to be safe.
When you start thinking about the notion of actually being able to manipulate footage, that is a very, very scary concept.